So this cycle of karma is on, right? In some ways, we do an action, there is a reaction. There is a result of that action. That is, as I said, as certain. So what is Karam Yog then? What is Karam Yog in that context? So Karam Yog is the process of acting, so that we are free from this karmic cycle. So Karam Yog teaches us a way, a process of how we should act, so that our actions do not start this cycle of results. Because otherwise, if you can see, right, if there is an action, there is a result. I'm constantly in that. Now I will react or respond. Even in the modern psychology, that we don't react, we respond. So we'll be very mature about it. We will respond, but we'll still create new results from it. And in that way, we will be continuously in this cycle from one to the other, and we'll keep getting reborn, etc. So what is Karam Yog trying to teach us? It's saying that there is a way that you can act that won't result in creating this result for you. Because that's the only way you can be free. Otherwise, you will still be in that. Even if you do the most good, so-called good deeds, the best of the best, that is still a deed. So you will still get a good karma. So to get your good result or so-called good outcome, you will still have to be reborn. So you don't escape. You don't complete this path. You don't go towards yogification, towards yoga, towards that oneness, unless you can get yourself free from this karmic cycle. So that is what Karam Yog is actually trying to tell us. That's the methodology that Karam Yog tells us. Very interestingly, Karam Yog doesn't have, unlike others, very specific sutras. Like we had Narad Bhakti Sutras for Bhakti Yog, Patanjali Yog Sutras for Raj Yog. For Karam Yog, there is no separate sutra. It actually, the knowledge is codified now in the Bhagavad Gita. And prior to Bhagavad Gita, karma was actually seen as yajnas. So the whole, we'll come to that, Vedas have this Karam Kand section where all the yajnas that a person does, those are known as the karmas. So till before that, that was the only way karmas were known. And that was said as Karam Yog, it was linked with Purva Mimamsa. But now, and we'll do that in the next one, all the different schools of philosophy. Now, that's why Bhagavad Gita is the only text which talks of this as a full-fledged path to salvation or to unification, to becoming one. Minded of Dhritarashtra. Okay. In some cases, yeah. In some cases, there's a lot of pain associated with the result of action. It is also in our karma to experience pain and sadness. Yes. Answer is yes. In this, how can we create our future? Yeah. And I think that's what we will talk about on how we respond to this situation. So this situation is, it is accepting that sadness, that pain, it's come there because that is a karma that we have to experience. That is the result. If we experience it with anger, with frustration, that creates new karma of that emotion. And that cycle will continue because that only creates more pain and sadness in the future. When we accept what is happening to us, accept that it is our own doing, that no one else is responsible. I am not the victim here. I am the master. I have created this for myself. Then we can start seeing, okay, what was the message here? What did this pain wanted to teach me? Because these are all teachers. These are all ways that we can keep progressing on our spiritual journey. All pain is to make the soul pure, as they say. Soul is pure, but make that clarity, bring that clarity, remove the dirt. As we said, that shaking up is happening for the dirt to come up so that we can take it out. So that pain is there to experience that pain in a way that we can take it out, to flush it out, so that our vision for our soul becomes clearer and clearer. Because the soul is pure, soul, nothing happens to the soul, but we are getting there to get it to clarity, to be able to see it more clearly. That's what we are trying to do, to experience that soul more and more clearly. So you have to remove all this karma, the layers of karma that has been attached. And these are ways that it happens. It's not, it will be painful, it will be sad. So all those emotions will be there around it. That usually is there. Yeah. And how we respond to it is how we'll create our future. And that's what we'll talk a little bit about today. What's the path of Karam Yoga? But all the other three paths that we have spoken about are equally valid in helping us create our future. Right? All the small body movements that we are doing in Raj Yoga for our release, that helps us sublimate a lot of these emotions which are, or karmas that are lying latent in our body. So a lot of the Raj Yoga processes, the asanas, they sublimate without bringing it to our awareness, but they release a lot of this karmic energy from our body. Because if everything we re-experience that we have experienced in our life, our mind will go like crazy. If we start recollecting each one of our lifetimes, I think it's a blessing we don't remember our past lives, because can you imagine so many stories going on, and what will happen to our mind, right? So what will be our psychological makeup? And many times those are people, and they are known as schizophrenics and all that, because who knows, they're probably just remembering different lifetimes. It can be very confusing, very disorienting. So a lot of those processes, pranayam processes, asanas, they release a lot from our bodies. That's called sublimation, right? Sublimation is a process where a solid becomes a gas without becoming a liquid, because that's the change of transition, right? So it's like sublimating without going through the mental process. It allows us to actually let go a lot, but it takes time. It takes time. I think that's the only thing. That's where saburi becomes very important. Shraddha and saburi. So bhakti yoga has its own way of cleansing this thing, this process. When we surrender or we love, we transform our emotions to love. That has its own way of also doing. So each one of them have their own methodology, as we have seen, and Karam Yoga will have its own, which we'll explore today a little more.